Welcome to the School of Art and Design, Hull College at the Park Street campus, where our FE Art and Design courses are based. This short film provides an insight into the imaginative and inspirational way that enterprise is embedded in the curriculum at all levels. It features a selection of project work undertaken by our learners this year as part of their courses. There are many more projects, exhibitions and activities going on throughout the duration of study. For the Love You Too appeal for Dove House Hospice, students submitted designs for consideration to help develop a twin pack of Christmas cards. The designs needed to be commercially appealing to both the public and the corporate sector, to stand out from the general run-of-the-mill cards, and to be adaptable for use as e-cards.
We was approached by our tutor and head of year about a brief for Dove House, where we had to design a Christmas card that was basically to do with hope, and for the Love You Too campaign. So we all started work on the Christmas card. Doing a brief for, like a live brief for a customer, it gives you a lot more pressure to actually get what the client needs. It's not just about yourself, you have to actually identify what they would like as well as what you want to do. My design is actually being published and it's a great opportunity to have my work out there, and it gives me a head start really, and I'm quite proud of it.
It pushes you forward to do it a lot more because you're working towards a deadline. There's no more time to get done on it, you know. It has to be done in a certain time. So once I produced it on the screen and they were happy with the colour scheme, finally got printed up to the final standard. Well, moving on to uni, hopefully get more client-based work there, and it'll just broaden horizons really. You don't know what it might lead on to. It might lead on to a job or working in the field a bit more, so it's just all good experience.
The Star Pack Awards scheme has been running since 1960 and is the premier UK annual scheme recognising innovation in packaging design and technology, with separate awards for industry, students and schools. This year our students were awarded gold, silver and are highly commended.
Recently we've just done a sort of school and college competition Star Pack, which was to make a chocolate box that contained 4 to 6 chocolates, and we got some help from the company Trident to help us present, and mine won gold place and for its shelf appeal and its concept, actually getting out and talking to other people and talking to clients that will help you with presentation skills. So it prepares you really for afterwards. Well, I hope it does.
Students are also encouraged to develop their own project work, which fosters links between the different qualification pathways available within the school.
I've been asked to make a video for the fashion students because these days, the last 3 years, they've been, rather than doing a catwalk at the end of year show, they've been collaborating with the photography students to make a video basically. So it's given us a project, and it also gives them, a vehicle to show their work. One of our locations was the fruit market, and we're possibly going to be looking at showing it there as well, because it's a developing area and they want to show that people are using it, for creative stuff like this basically.
In association with Hull's Marine Visitor Centre, The Deep, the BTEC National Diploma Fashion and Clothing students were asked to investigate the effects humans have on marine life and ecosystems. They then designed and developed a range of printed and embellished t-shirts aimed at the 14 to 25-year-old market.
We started off by setting the students the task of researching at the deep. They were looking into the threats to the marine environment, and the outcome for them was to create a t-shirt. They were really useful at the deep as well. We had a talk from one of these members of staff there about threats to the marine environment, to really get the students thinking about how they can incorporate that into their designs, which they found really useful. We found it very interesting working there, and we did have a few emails back and forth asking them questions about the project, just to help the students along the way. I think it's really important for the students as well to be doing live projects, especially when they go off to university. It gives them some real life experience, which they all really enjoy doing.
The Bridal Buyer Awards are the most prestigious awards in the bridal calendar. They attract hundreds of entries and the interest of the bridal fashion industry. This year, 5 finalists for the Best Student Design class were from the Park Street campus, one of whom produced the winning design.
So it was asking us to design like a collection of wedding dresses for a certain theme. And this year they chose Marie Antoinette and Rock Chick, so you had to kind of combine them both and then come up with a range of designs and a final design. When we actually got there, we were sat on a table with two women who owned a bridal accessory shop, and there was loads of people there who were all working in the industry, and so that was quite a good experience just to be around it. It was really good, wasn't it? And all the awards were such, to all the companies that were there, the awards were such a massive deal, you know, it was like a whole year or whatever they'd been making things just for that one night.
The World Skills UK Made-to-Measure Fashion Design competition seeks to highlight, develop and promote the practical skills of fashion design through an exciting and challenging competition for students and recent industry recruits. It covers all aspects of the creation of a garment, from the research and design stage through all the processes to completion. Entry is limited to 5 competitors from any one organisation, and we're very pleased that one of our learners has reached the UK Live final.
And it was just basically a competition. The brief was to reinvent the denim jacket. You're given 3 hours to pattern cut and 8 hours to make the garment, toweling it up in Northumbria University on all the industrial machines. And it's against all university students and stuff, so we're kind of the youngest there, which was a bit hard. But I didn't really like it, but then I found out I got through to the final, which was a bit gutting, and that's coming up in June. So I'll be making this out of the real denim, and if I get through that I'll be representing England, going around the world, doing this over and over again, and to get a workplace at Debenhams.
BBC radio producer and broadcaster Phil White worked with students on the first-year National Diploma in Graphic Design to produce a series of adverts to invite new listeners to his show. These are currently on display in the BBC building in Hull City Centre, and listeners have been invited to vote for their favourite designs.
After doing research and meeting Phil White, which was quite good, as we got to go into the studio and just see what he did and how he did it. It was really good to work to basically have a project which was in the real world, instead of some made up thing. It was actually to do with something which I wanted to do in the future.
All learners and courses have the opportunity to take part in a number of local exhibitions, and this clip introduces you to one of the photography exhibitions at Dazzle, a local continental-style cafe and wine bar.
This is an exhibition by NOCM night class students doing a photography diploma, art and design diploma in photography. It's very good for the students. It means that they get the opportunity to get some response about what kind of work they make. They get an event that they can turn up to, all the friends and family can come, and also the opportunity to sell the work as well, which is really good for the self-esteem and confidence.
The annual Print and Jewellery Masterclass exhibition is held in conjunction with Hull University.
Over the last, say, 4 or 5 years, we've been working with John Bernasconi at Hull University. He's the art historian and looks after the art collection, and he's kindly supported us with exhibitions where we have an annual exhibition, Jewellery and Prints, where the students can display and sell their work from. We've had a high celebrity guest, if you like, Emma Thompson, the actress Emma Thompson, and she was interested in buying a number of pieces of the students' work, and she's absolutely fabulous for the students. The fact that the students can sell the work, at whatever level, because we do sell a whole cross-section from work from beginners to quite advanced students, masterclass students. It really helps with the development and the professional context in terms of actually being able to price up the work, in terms of the materials that they're working with, and the actual gratification of actually selling something. What tends to happen, a lot of students come and produce work, and then over a period of time it just gets put in the cupboard or in a drawer, nobody actually sees it. And the fact that people are actually interested in buying and students promoting their work is really beneficial from a professional context.
The university sees this as the way in which we can bring a wider constituency than just the university community into our premises. It's good for our people to see this. It's good for people in the city, particularly the young, who may, after all, potentially be our students, to come and see their own university and see what goes on here. So I think it's extremely enterprising of the college to put on these sort of exhibitions. And I think it's very good and encouraging for the art students to find that there are people who appreciate their work sufficiently to want to buy it.
This is just a small selection of the live project work undertaken this year by our students. The work they produce is an inspiration to us all and provides opportunities to support their future career options, but also the work of the local community.